Hello, welcome to the Softlex Company live show with Sara Ayler. We'll be getting started in just a few minutes. I'm going to give everyone a few minutes to jump on here and get settled in since we're live, and then we will get rolling forward. Hey Maria, hey Deborah, hey Nancy. So good to see all of you joining me. Hi Diane. I'm super excited today. I am back from vacation and I am a little bit worn out. You know how vacations are when you have kids. We actually didn't go anywhere. We stayed home, but I did a ton of work on the exterior of our house. So lots of painting and organizing and, all the fun things that moms do. So I worked really hard and then had a really fantastic birthday. Thank you to everyone who wished me a happy birthday online. I was seriously overwhelmed. I got up and went to the San Francisco Zoo with my family, and it was on a Monday. So we got tickets to the zoo. It was our first big outing in the pandemic that hasn't been, camping or hiking or somewhere where a lot of people don't go. But it was a Monday, so it was still not a lot of traffic. But it was really neat because I didn't look at my phone all day long until the evening because I was so busy with everybody and having such a good time. And then I was just overwhelmed with all the beautiful messages through the Great Bead Extravaganza, through our VIB group, on our Instagram. I mean, it really was very overwhelming. And I got emails, and it was just really, thank you very much. For the love. I feel like it was just one of the most wonderful birthdays because I felt so celebrated, not just in my little inner circle, but in my big exterior circle too. So thank you for that. That was really, really special. So I don't have a big plan today. I grabbed some beads and some wire and some tools. But because I've been on vacation for the last week and a day, and even a day before that, I think the week before, I've been catching up. So I've been a little busy, but the first thing I wanted to talk to you about is GBE. So I'm going to flip over to my demo camera and we're going to take a look at my calendar that I have here. So if you're not familiar with the Great Bead Extravaganza, thank you for even more birthday wishes. Thank you, Wendy. That's so sweet. Thank you, Fern. I did have a great vacation. Thank you for the compliment on my necklace too. So if you haven't joined the Great Bead Extravaganza Facebook group, make sure you join just as soon as possible. We are doing a lead up to our next big event, which is going to be preview night, June 11th, and then Midsummer Market, which is on the 12th and 13th. The 12th and 13th are going to be full days of tutorials from 15 different companies. It's a lot of fun. You will learn a ton, and then there's lots of specials and giveaways and things. But leading up, we're doing a group takeover series. And so each of these days, the person listed will be taking over the group. They will do a giveaway. They will have videos. In some cases, they will have posts from us other presenters about them, and you'll just learn a lot more about the variety of presenters in the Great Bead Extravaganza. And so it's a great place to go now. Turn your notifications on. Don't miss any of the giveaways. Today is Brenda Schweeter, and she is doing some really cute stuff. She lives in Tucson, so she showed us her desert landscape outside of her house. She did a really nice tutorial. She has a giveaway going. So make sure you go over to the group and check it out. And I actually grabbed this because I posted today in the group about Brenda because she recently reached out to me. She saw I had posted a picture of this collage art that my oldest daughter had made. I can't fit it in my whole camera view here because it's so big, but it's a self-portrait of my oldest daughter. And all three of us made self-portraits. I posted them on Instagram or Facebook or something, and she saw it there. And she asked if she could include my daughter in an art collaboration that she's doing. And so I posted about it in the GBE because I wanted her to know, but also others to know just how meaningful it is when you include a child in something like that. When I told Evelyn that an adult artist wanted to include her in her adult art collaboration, her eyes lit up and she felt so special. And I feel like it planted this little seed in her heart that she's an artist. And I think that seed over time, will ripen into something really beautiful. So I wanted to share that about Brenda, who is taking over the group today. So make sure you go over there, give Brenda some love. Yesterday, it was Allegory Gallery, my friends Andrew and William. And so in honor of that, last night I got beads out. I've been holding on to these 2 unicorn pendants for my daughters from Andrew. Andrew made them. I bought them through Allegory Gallery, but Andrew made them. And I've been holding on to them for a special moment. I thought maybe when school ends, we'll do a special necklace. But when it came up that it was Andrew's day for takeover, and he was the very first one, I thought, oop, this is the day I'm going to give the girls their unicorn pendants, which are just amazing. I'll bring them up close so you can see them and let them do some beading with their pendant. And so this is what they ended up making. This was my oldest daughter's necklace. She's very into symmetry. She likes everything to kind of match. Look at that lovely pendant that Andrew made. And he even signs it too. This little stamp on the back, which is awesome. And so she's very symmetrical. And then we've got Hazel over here, who is my younger daughter. She's 1.5 years younger than Evelyn. And I got them the same unicorn pendant because I knew they would fight over the unicorn pendant if it was a unicorn and something else. And so I got them each one. And you can tell she is more of my asymmetrical kid. She likes things to be a little messier. And she really loves art, though. She gets very excited about making things. So we made those last night, and that was for Allegory Gallery. And you can still give Allegory Gallery some love if you missed the takeover yesterday. You can still check them out on their Facebook page or go to their website. Brenda's today. Candy Cooper is tomorrow. I know there's a ton of Candy Cooper fans out there. So if you want to check out what Candy's up to, I'm sure she's going to make it extra special tomorrow on May 20th. And then Candy again will be back for Cocktails with Candy on June 5th. So you've got that opportunity to see her too if you're a big Candy fan. We're coming up not until Monday, June 7th. We're an S name, so we did it alphabetically, so we're toward the end. But you'll see us come up eventually too, and we'll have a big, fantastic giveaway, of course, because we love to give things away. They did do a good job. If you're talking about Allegory Gallery, Janelda, they did do a really good job. I thought it was really, really wonderful. Fern says the necklaces are beautiful. Thank you very much. They are pretty lucky kiddos. They are. I treat them pretty well. They don't even know. They have more jewelry than most adult people. But that kind of happens, right? When your mom works at Softflex Company, it's bound to happen. So I don't know how many of you guys took advantage of the great birthday special that they decided to run, but you were able to get some free, beautiful vintage crystal beads with every trio that you bought last week. And that deal is now over, but you can still buy more of these beads. I think they're maybe $10.49. I don't remember the exact price on them. They're really, really pretty. I think I'm going to use them today to make something. I'm not sure what. Our latest curated color and closeout color, unfortunately, is our spinel. It went on closeout this week. And we have a lot of it, so I don't think it's going to go super quickly, but it is a really, really beautiful color. This one I probably wouldn't have closed out, except for we have garnet, which is very similar to spinel. And we have a big customer that orders the garnet regularly. And so we had to go one way or the other, and spinel ended up being the closeout color, unfortunately. So as I've said all along, we're going to be closing out colors throughout this year, but in the hopes that we'll be able to bring in maybe a new color or two moving forward once we've moved through some of this inventory. So it is sad, but also exciting all at the same time. So you'll be able to find a curated color category sometime today. I don't know if they've completed it yet. Kristen was also on vacation, so I'm not sure if she's gotten through creating that category yet, but there will be a spinel curated color category that will be discounted this week. Also new today, I don't have my hands on one, is our great Bead Extravaganza mystery design kit. It's very similar to our regular design kits. It is called the Lakeside design kit. And so it is basically our theme is Milwaukee, because we are having the Midsummer Market about the same time we would normally be in Milwaukee for Bead and Button. And so we designed our kit based on kind of a summer theme. Milwaukee makes us think of that beautiful lake that it's next to. And so, gosh, look at that thing sparkling, you guys. Isn't that beautiful? I can't wait to open these up. I'm going to start opening them up now. At any rate, we only made 100 of the kits. We make many, many more on our regular monthly kit at this point. So we're opening it up to you here first. We won't be posting it into the group until Friday at the earliest, because it is takeover week. So you're going to get your chance to get one of the kits first. They're $32.95. They have about the same value, if not a little bit more value than our regular kit that we sell for $32.95. We will be doing a giveaway associated with it. So it'll be similar. You can post pictures into our VIB group. Kristen or I will be using it at the GBE. So you can bead along with us if you get the kit now ahead of time. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're really, really excited for GBE as usual. And then one of us will be using some new products that day. We haven't quite figured out who's who or what's what. Oh, good. Kristen says the category is up for curated color spinel. I'm kind of sad about spinel. What about you, Kristen? Are you a little sad? This is such a pretty color. It's a little sad, but it is what it is. I guess I should probably use that color today. I pulled out some beads that I had the girls using for their necklaces, but there's lots of clears and grays in here that I could probably use the spinel color. You could also definitely go with that beautiful quad, but I'm going to set it aside and focus in on spinel today and figure out what I want to do. So I'm going to start pulling some clears. out of here. We'll see what we have, and then we can kind of decide what to do. A really nice bracelet would be kind of fun. I wonder if 2 wires will fit through these crystals. Let's check that out first. Karen says they tackled their unicorn necklaces with their own creative style. Totally. Yes, they totally do, Karen. They each have their own unique style, and it's so fun to watch how that comes out in their artwork. I will definitely tell them how special you think they are. And I just, like I said to Brenda in my post, ooh, it does go through twice. That's good news. We can do a 2-strander if we want to. So I told Brenda in my post that, that little bit of encouragement from our village, even just Karen saying something like that and then me passing it along, like that really goes far for a kid. It's really meaningful for them to hear that kind of encouragement. And I feel really blessed to be part of this huge community where we're encouraging each other to make some really beautiful art, and all different kinds of art. Most of us who make jewelry also make other things. Kristen is also a painter and a maker of all kinds. I've recently been doing a lot of collage art. I've been really inspired by Candy Cooper's collage club on Saturday. I don't know if you guys have checked that out at all, but she's got a really fun collage club going that I really enjoy catching on Saturday morning. I'm going to cut a couple pieces of wire. So after a long vacation or away from your beading table, it can be really, really difficult to kind of get back into the swing of things. So be kind to yourself, just like I am. Sometimes, instead of sitting down and trying to create something complicated or difficult, you can follow someone else's pattern. That's kind of a good way just to get your fingers moving and creating. You can also just pull out some beads. It doesn't matter which beads. You can pull out whatever beads you happen to have handy. I'm looking to see if I have a bead stopper here in my... I don't think I do. I think it's in my other tray, so that'll be sad. I always like, oh, here's a bead stopper. I usually can find some somewhere. Pull out some beads. Don't think a lot about it. And, get busy. And if your first design doesn't work out, don't sweat it. It's okay, right? Sometimes part of designing isn't always coming out with something that's perfect or amazing. If you never used a bead stopper, it just clips open and then it'll hold on to your wires so you can string your beads on and not have your beads slide off. Just get busy. Don't fret. Do something easy that feels good. And be patient, that as you do it and you get back into it, you will more than likely come up with something that you're really, really happy with. I'm kind of feeling like a necklace now that I started a bracelet, of course. I saw Deborah post that gray would be really lovely with the spinel. I totally agree. And I see... Deborah says gray and spinel would be fabulous together. I agree. And Janelda says, can't live without my bead stoppers. I know. That's why I have like 7,000 of them. It makes life so much easier. I'm loving the silver with the spinel. And then that beautiful crystal. We have quite a few of those crystals left, so we might do another giveaway with them at some point. So if you missed it, don't fret. We may do something with them again in the future. Thinking about something like that, where I've got beads going the opposite direction. And then I'm going to string beads on. I saw in our private group for the Great Bead Extravaganza, I've seen some of the designs that everyone is putting together for the big show. And I just got to tell you, there are some amazing things, like really, truly amazing designs. So definitely make sure you're a member of that group, because I think we're going to blow you away this time. It's our 4th. Let's see. We did one in November. We did one for Tucson that we kind of threw together last minute. Then we did one in April or March. I think it was March. And then recently we did Small Business Week. So we've just been on fire. We thought when we first started, it was going to be a one-time event, and it has just turned into something really magical where we can all work together for the most part really well. Ooh, I am liking that. Let me try that on my wrist. You just get that little peak of the spinel. Very, very pretty. Okay, what bead do I want to do next? Let me find maybe some smaller options here. Bicones are nice. There's some little squares. This is a mixture of beads that we had from our duo series. I don't think we have any of these beads anymore. I just have a ton of them left, so I figured I would bead with them. We do have the crystals. The big crystals are brand new, if you want to check those out on the website. All right. It's funny too, sometimes when I don't know what I'm going to make and I just sit down with some pretty beads and some pretty wire, I end up making one of my favorite designs that I'll wear like time and time again with no pre-planning. It's so kind of silly how that works out, but sometimes it's good to just do. And I imagine a lot of you will have these crystals coming in your mailbox any day now if you ordered the trio this last week. So I will look forward to seeing what you make with these same crystals. Ooh, I'm looking pretty good on size. Thinking I can probably do like a fairly big clasp. I grabbed this too. Did I show this to you guys? I got this from Tierra Cast when they launched their new items for this year. And I got this out because I didn't know what I was going to do. I was feeling a little uninspired. And Tracy actually had put together little kits, little tiny kits with each of their little components. And so I was like, oh, well, if all else fails, I'll pull out one of their little kits and enjoy it. And I still might use something from here. Like I could see a really pretty crystal crystal hanging above this succulent would be gorgeous with maybe like a fluorite soft flex. I might have to do that on Instagram Reels today. They also, we're not selling these on our website, but you can find them from some of our other beady friends out there. They've got some really great new posts, flower posts. And then, of course, that beautiful big moth that I know I'm going to see you guys using soon. Hint, hint, will not say more. And the bee, the little bee buttons, very cool. So that's another good thing. Like I said, if you're having a hard time with inspiration, feel free to look to others. It's okay to grab a kit from someone you know and trust and like. And ooh, I'm thinking one of these ellipse clasps would be really nice on this. Let's see, it looked like it's almost the right length for the ellipse clasp, a little bit more. So I'm just going to look for a bead I can maybe put on each end. Maybe one of these even, if the two wires will go through it. Just to add just a smidgen more length there, so I know it's long enough. Go. And now I'm going to grab out one of my soft wax crimp tubes. I'm going to use sterling silver to match all my silver findings. I'm using a 2 by 2 millimeter crimp tube for this 019 soft flex. So spinel only comes in the 0.019 diameter, which is our 49 strand soft flex. And but you can find it in different lengths. So when you go to that curated color category to get the extra discount on it this week, you'll be able to find it, I think, even up to 1,000-foot spool, because we have a pretty good supply of it. So you can get 10, 30, 100, or 1,000-foot spool. Once we're out of it for good. So that's the tricky part. Like, for instance, citrine, we are very close to being completely out of citrine. I think it might just be in a couple trios now. So yeah, so, and we're completely out of a few other colors that we've closed out. And then it's a little sad because you can't find it anymore. So if you want some, make sure you grab a decent size of it so you'll have it for a while. So I just took one of those wires. I strung it through my ellipse clasp, which you can also find on our website. It's a tier cast clasp, so it's a high quality clasp made here in California. I ran my wire through it, and then I went back into the crimp tube, leaving my second wire just going through one time. And then I just get that nice, beautiful connection there. I'm going to go in with my magical crimpers, and I am going to crimp that closed. Now I'm not crimping it really close to this bead. I'm going to shuffle everything down after I get it crimped. I'm not too worried about how close I need to get at this point. And I did leave a little bit of space between my crimp and my clasp so that it can kind of maneuver around a little bit. I'm just going to go around that crimp tube, centering it and compressing till I get a nice strong hold. I can really tug on this and it's not going to come apart. And then I'll come in with my cutters and cut this right up close. Close as I can get to that crimp. And the best way to do that is just slide your cutter in right up next to that crimp tube. Be really careful not to cut your wire that you're trying to keep though. And then I can kind of shuffle everything down. Making sure it's all kind of fitting really nicely. We're going to do one more test on my wrist here. Oh, looks like a great size. Once I get that little toggle bar on there, it'll probably fit just perfectly. The nice thing with the color wire is you can have it peek out like this. And if it's a clear crystal, you can actually see it inside of those crystals too. It just gives it a really fun color. You can use any color for this design. I'm focused on the spinel, obviously, because that's our closeout color as of this week, but you can use yellow, you could use our pink tourmaline, purple, tanzanite. When you have clear crystals, you can go with any wire color, which is kind of fun. Okay, so I strung my crimp tube onto both wires. I'm going to string my toggle onto just one wire, and then I'm going to go back into that crimp tube. And bring it down. This time I'm going to pay a little bit more attention. I want to make sure that I can bend my bracelet comfortably, so it's not so tight that it can't bend. I want to make sure that my little loops on my toggle bar and my toggle round are similar size, and that I don't have a huge gap of space between this last bead and the crimp. But a little bit of space is okay. Partially because I need to be able to get that crimping plier in there and around my entire crimp in order to get the little square ravioli to get started. And then I can turn it and compress all the way around. You want to take your time with your crimping pliers. Make sure you have them centered. I even, after crimping a million zillion times, still mess up crimps because I go too quickly and don't pay attention to centering it. And it just looks a lot better if you take just that little bit of extra time. Make sure it's in the middle. And then you want to, again, slide in as close as you can to your crimp and trim off that extra wire on both sides. And there we go. I've got a basically a birthday bracelet. Since these were my birthday beads, now I can remember whenever I wear it, all those wonderful birthday wishes that you guys gave to me on my birthday and the days after, even today on this video. So thank you very much for that. I'm going to wear that because that's fun. And I'll probably make a matching pair of earrings, maybe using those tiara cast components on Instagram Reels right after this. If you haven't followed us on Instagram, I do a reel there at least once, sometimes more than once a week, as does Kristen. The reels are really fun. They're very fast paced. So you kind of see a design in 30 seconds, which can be kind of fast, but usually we pick something that is easy for you to see what we're doing in that short time period. So, so you can join me over there later today. I will probably have that posted. Don't forget to go to the Great Bead Extravaganza, join the group, and see what Brenda's up to today. Enter her giveaway, and then be sure to check out Candy Cooper tomorrow. And I'm trying to see on the schedule, Christy Friesen on Monday will also be doing takeover. So we'll be posting a whole schedule. We just needed to finalize a few things, but we will be posting the schedule into the Great Bead Extravaganza announcements probably later today, so you can take it out and put it on your own calendar and make sure you don't miss anything. But the best thing to do is just turn your notifications on in the group. And that way, every time someone posts, you'll get a notification so that you can see what is going on over there. And then, of course, join us for the big event and get that on your calendar for sure. The night of June 11th, Friday night, we'll have a preview. And then the 12th and 13th will be the really big event with all 15 companies. And it's going to be a lot of fun, some really unique and different ideas. You can get your kit from us as of today. It is our Great Bead Extravaganza Lakeside Mystery Design Kit. It is made especially for the Great Bead Extravaganza. It is very limited in supply compared to our normal design kits. So you may want to grab one quickly. We will not be posting it into the group until Friday. So you're getting kind of a quick chance ahead of time here to get one. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a great little kit. It's got some gemstones in it. It's got some tiara cast in it. It has, of course, some soft flex wire in it. But our kits all come with everything you need to bead in one sitting. And then if you want to add maybe some ear wires or clasps or things, that's always a good idea because there's always like an overabundance of beads and wire. So you'll have plenty of beads and wire for sure. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Gail. We appreciate that. That's great to hear. Yeah, I think you guys are going to really like it. It's Lakeside, so it has a lot of blues and greens, and it's just like kind of a fun summer theme, and I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be good. You can also still get the renewal kit. I think I have mine here. Let me see if I can pull it out. This is what our kits look like if you haven't gotten one before. This was the renewal kit. There's just a few of these left in stock. It came out at the beginning of the month, and it will be opened on the last Wednesday of May at 3 p.m. Pacific time. See my brain working? Yeah, so if you want to grab this kit, you can also grab this one at the same time until it runs out too. So, we're 82% sold out on the renewal kit. So if you wanted to grab one of those, you can do that as well. And then of course, those beautiful crystals that I used in my bracelet today, the big, what are they, 12 millimeter crystals? Gosh, this would make a beautiful necklace too, wouldn't it? With some like just beautiful spinel wire running up the back. Ooh, that's lovely. Yeah, so if you want some of these gorgeous AB crystals, you can find those on the website too. And the website is softflexcompany.com. And I'm sending love to all of you. Thank you for the wonderful birthday wishes and just all of your love and encouragement. It means all the world to me. And I will be on Instagram in just a little bit if you want to check it out. I'll see you there. All right. Bye, everybody. Thanks for visiting with me today. And definitely do go check out our website, softflexcompany.com.